to live visuals coming in from Kerala, where an ABVP and Yuva Morcha Secretariat march expressing solidarity with the PSC rank holders agitating, demanding extension of PSC rank list is underway on your television screens. The protest visuals that we're picking, ABVP could be seen burning the effigy of Chief Minister and several other ministers. The police also had to resort to using tear gas shells and water cannons as well. They also were seen lathi charging against Yuva Morcha activists. Many workers also sustained injuries as far as these protests are concerned. ABVP workers lathi charged at the protest march, and that's the latest we're picking up. Remember, both ABVP and Yuva Morcha Secretariat march is underway as they express solidarity with the PSC rank holders who've been agitating, demanding an extension of the PSC rank list. So latest that we're picking up from Kerala, ABVP staging a protest on your television screens. The latest visuals of the protest wherein several of these protesters also sustained injuries as the police had to resort to using water cannons and tear gas shell as well to bring the situation under control as the protests continue. On your television screens are the live images that we're picking up from Kerala, wherein the ABVP resorted to burning effigy of Chief Minister and several other ministers in protest, standing in solidarity with the PSC rank holders, demanding extension of the PSC rank list. So workers, ABVP workers, they're protesting in Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. The police also were given to understand had to resort to using water cannon and tear gas. Also were seen lathi charging some of those protesters who also sustained injuries. There you can see on your television screens the ABVP workers burning effigies of the Chief Minister and several other ministers as well. Protest visuals on your television screens of the ABVP protest march standing in solidarity with the PSC rank holders, demanding extension of the PSC rank list. The latest we're picking up from poll-bound Kerala, because remember, this has been at the center of the controversy. Several unemployed youth also saying the same, demanding the same. In fact, we've had reports coming in of some 28-year-old, 25-year-olds who allegedly ended their life also in Kerala because of the PSC rank list. That certainly has been at the center of a lot of controversy that has been brewing, and my colleague Niranjan is also joining us on the broadcast with more details. Once again, a protest taking place outside the Kerala Secretariat. Niranjan, what more can you tell us about the latest?
Hello, I'm coming on the phone. You focus on the shot. Yes, if you can hear me, just getting in details. We're getting in details of the protest, and this was the protest march that was called by the ABVP and Yuva Morcha Secretariat, expressing solidarity with the PSC rank holders, agitating, demanding extension of the PSC rank list. Here, the ABVP burned effigy of the Chief Minister and other ministers. Police used water cannons, tear gas, and lathi charged Yuva Morcha activists. Several workers were injured in this protest. In fact, we're just waiting for those pictures to come, where we will play out those pictures in a few minutes from now. And these are dramatic pictures that came in of the Yuva Morcha workers marching to the Secretariat, expressing solidarity with the PSC rank holders, agitating, also demanding that the extension of the PSC rank list, be given. And they were lathi charged a few minutes back. These are pictures of the aftermath. These are pictures of the aftermath of the protests that are happening in Kerala. And these are live pictures that are now coming in via news agency ANI of the protests that are ongoing as we speak. And as we speak, we're also getting in, picking up more details of the PSC rank holders issue. There were a few days back. In fact, the latest update on this issue was that there were conciliatory talks with the government and the DYFI, and that failed to break any deadlock. This is the Kerala Public Service Commission, or the PSC rank holders, had threatened to intensify their strike outside the Secretariat after those talks failed. This was even after the intervention by the DYFI to broker peace by facilitating negotiations with the government came to a knot after both sides refused to budge. Now, these are pictures that are coming in now of the protesters being led by the ABVP and Yuva Morcha being water cannon and lathi charged a few minutes back. And 3 rounds of talks have been held so far, including one at the DYSFI State Committee office and others at the Secretariat. So this is the detail that we are picking up from Kerala. We'll try and go across also also to our correspondents joining us on the story. In the aftermath of these talks failing, the protesters decided to rope in more support for their agitation. The families of several rank holders were set to join them in the next few days, and we are seeing some of the details of the story play out as we speak on our screens, as they are lathi charged and they face protests. And the protests have turned violent after the police lathi charged them, and we're picking up more details. And just to give our viewers a background, now there is a sudden surge in the regularization of the temporary workers in the final lap of the present LDF regime. Just to explain the story to our viewers, and many aspirants feel that they have got a raw deal in this particular issue, and that's why while we play out these pictures, these pictures become all the more significant, because it's not limited to one political party or one union. Several parties have been protesting against this. Several government departments in the past had made temporary appointments, even though rank lists were prepared by PSC. So there is a feeling that the government is sort of regularizing temporary workers, and PSC appointees and PSC aspirants are getting a raw deal. And in the wake of that, this is becoming all the more controversial. And as we speak, the Kerala government stand has been on this particular issue, that there has been no political consideration in regularization of temporary staff. It also claims that only those who completed 10 years in service are being regularized on humanitarian grounds. So there is a feeling that the spree of the Kerala government to regularize temporary workers is becoming more and more adamant, and thereby aspirants are getting a raw deal. So this is the latest update that we have, and just to give you an update, the rank list of the protesting rank hold. I think Ashwin is also joining us on the phone line, so he will be able to give us a better perspective of what's going on as far as this issue is concerned of PSC. Ashwin, take our viewers through the protests and what's happening here.
Yes, the PSC rank holders the protest has been ongoing for more than 28 days. Now the contention is that between 2012 and 2015, almost 12,000 people were absorbed by the government, and the year after that, 11,000 people, more than 11,000 people have been absorbed into the government job through the PSC list. But ever since this government came into power, that number went down to less than 4,000. Now, this is a contention. The PSC rank holders has been saying for consistently every 3 years, 12,000 to 11,000 people, 11,000, 12,000 people are absorbed. Why is this government not taken more than 4,000 people who are eligible for the job? This is where the backdoor entry has been, which has been the allegation which has been going on for a long time. People have been appointed in these places, and PSC rank holders have not been given the job. Instead, illegally through backdoor appointments, this government has it's been put and has appointed people. Now, this is the main contention. For the last few weeks, this government has not been talking to the protesters. And right now, yesterday, the meeting that took place, that also has failed. So the ABVP and the Yuva Morcha has been consistently asking this government to ensure that the rights of these youngsters are taken and all the protesters be given the due job. And that has not been done. And that is the main contention why this Yuva Morcha protest has been going on.